Welcome. Hashtag #TheVersaShow is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show. Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? What is happening? And welcome to another spectacular edition here on hashtag #TheVersaShow. And of course, I am your host, the one that you have voted, the GOAT, the Versa. And I know you guys are wondering, like, wait a minute, hold up. It's a Thursday. The Versa is here on a Thursday? Well, you know what? Because I'm here to clear things up, and also too, I'm also here to talk about the debate. You feel what I'm saying? Because, I saw that debate, and even on this podcast, I even said it myself about this debate. I said it myself what Kamala's gonna do. Kamala was gonna whoop his orange-faced Donald J. Trump's ass, Camala Harris. But anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to do these three things, all right? I want you to go ahead and just like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. And also, too, listen, I want to clear things up on the previous episode 76. So I said the Super Bowl was going to be at Vegas. It's going to be in New Orleans, and JAYZ is over here getting hammered too. And now I understand why, and I'm going to clarify things, and that's my apology too, okay? I didn't do my research on the next Super Bowl. I thought it said Vegas, but actually I got it confused with WrestleMania. WrestleMania 41 is going to be in Las Vegas, so I got the two confused. So my apologies, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? That was my bad. As a man, I apologize, and let's hope we can move forward from this. And listen, we're going to just talk about this debate. Aunt President Camala Harris. Oh my God. One more time. All right, so look, let's go ahead. Let's just cue the music, all right? Because we're going to go ahead and get into this thing, all right? Look, if you guys have seen most people have seen the debate. It was about 87 million people that has watched the debate. Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, to tell you the truth, and again, I want to clarify this for the listeners out there, okay? I'm not picking sides like, oh, well, you over here putting praise on Kamala Harris and stuff, and you're not getting praise to Donald Trump. I've been saying this numerous of times, okay? If you guys pay attention to the podcast, all right, which it gets pretty good views now, and also to the subscribers is going up as well too. So I thank y'all for that. Out of respect, though, when it comes to Donald Trump, he's a businessman, okay? He is not a politician. If you have seen what this man did in 2016 all the way up to 2020, he did a horrible job, and you guys know that. And it started with the pandemic. And it's crazy when it came down to the last moment of his term, everything just started to fall apart. So, again, I'm not discriminating Donald Trump on, oh, well, you saying that he's a bad president and you giving all these praise to Kamala and stuff like that. If you have watched the debate, first of all, the statistics is there when it comes to Donald Trump. It's there. And what I mean by that is, like, this man is a criminal. All right? Let's be real. He's a criminal. He's a 70-year-old wannabe gangster criminal. This man about to have a sentence in November. And then on top of that, he still got more cases that he has to go to. And he can't take a loss like a man. you know? But anyway, there's a few things on here I just want to play. I'm using the audio. I ain't using no video or nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all copyrights, y'all can't say all this bullshit to me. All right. But anyway, I just want to recap on some things that was said here. Let me see. I remember there was one. Let's start from, I believe it's right here.
Richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession.
Okay, hold right there. So right there, they're talking about the economic plan. Kamala was talking about the economic plan. And with Donald Trump pretty much was going off lashes and stuff like that with the economic and stuff. And I'm going to tell you this, thank God I wasn't in stock during the time where the pandemic happened, because a lot of inflation and a lot of bearish was going like a month for. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people lost not only lives but money too. So you gotta really think about these things. There was another one here on the debate here too that I caught on. Here's let's see. We're gonna try and get some Donald Trump here.
He's like, they have, I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist.
Okay, whatever. First of all, because I'm not going to play the whole thing, but him talking about sending her a MAGA hat, and if you guys seen, just pull it up on your phone if you want to. But she's over here like laughing, like, I don't want no MAGA hat, like, you crazy. So but I'm not gonna really pass through this whole thing. I just want to give you guys a little detail on like the whole debate if you guys haven't really seen it and stuff, just to give like a little here so you guys could catch on to the debate. It was pretty interesting. But Kamala talked about his crowd size, and that was where Donald Trump snapped. That was when that man just like, you know what? Fuck the rule book. And he just went off. Not really went off, like, went off and off, but, he really was like the old Donald Trump is coming out now. And he was pretty much saying it's like he has the best crowd size, and it was one of the best crowd size in the history of politics. Let's be real, okay? It's statistics. Even though I be saying on this show, like, yo, I want to go to a Trump rally because his rally be funny and stuff. But if you go back to one of my episodes, I believe it was 75, either 75 or 74, one of those, I explained that Donald Trump's rallies, even though that I be saying they're funny, but there's nothing really be going on. Like shit ain't popping in Trump's rally like that. Even at the RNC, like, it was boring. Like, you could see there was not a lot of people there. And then there was this lady just reading out names and everybody just so quiet. Like, it was boring. I've said that before. That DNC with Kamala Harris, like, Taylor Swift, even after the debate, Taylor Swift said that she is going to endorse Kamala Harris. Putin said he was going to endorse Kamala Harris. A lot of people are endorsing Kamala Harris. Hell, you know what? Hashtag #TheVersaShow is endorsing Kamala Harris. Yes. Hashtag #TheVersaShow. We are endorsing Kamala Harris. All right. Like you got our support. Well, got my support. But my whole thing is this, y'all, for real, is do you really want a president, again, that took us to a health crisis? Now, I know, I understand. Listen, I'll be real. Donald Trump did certain things to the ambassadors, the dictators, to keep this country in a nice, good bubble, in a nice, good shield. Okay? But you got to understand, it's like when you, same way like as Kamala said, she's saying like, you think you're friends with Vladimir Putin? That man will eat you for lunch. And she's right. Donald Trump saying, oh, I'm really good friends with Vladimir Putin. If I was in office, this would never happen under my watch. I would have all of Israel and I have all Russia. I'll have it all sit down and they will all talk about it. But as Kamala was explaining, yeah, you could try that. Like Vladimir's really going to just listen. And he's over here endorsing Kamala. Like that, it just shows you right there, man. Like that dude doesn't want to fuck with you too. Now, okay, here's another person that doesn't fuck with you too, Donald Trump, which I cannot wait for the debate between Tim Walz and J.D. Vance. So I finally got his name, J.D. Vance. So Vance. J.D. Vance. So that idiot, I'm going to talk about that fool right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to get him out the way. This idiot J.D. Vance, okay? Donald Trump, vice president. First of all, give me the he's the one that told Donald Trump, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the neighbors' dogs and cats. And thanks to J.D. Vance, he told Donald Trump that the state of Ohio, there's immigrants over there eating dogs and cats, neighbors' dogs and cats, pets. Here, listen, let's be real with Donald Trump. If Donald Trump was in his friend's house and his neighbor had a pet chicken, he would pay his neighbor to kill the pet chicken just so he could fry it and have him for dinner. Seriously. And he's over here talking about, immigrants eating dogs and cats. That man's a New Yorker. I bet you he ate cat before. Okay, he probably had it with some duck sauce. So, Trump, stop with that stupid shit. All right. And one thing too with Kamala said about what Trump, which she's also right on, is the lies that Donald Trump is saying. And it's not only Donald Trump with the lies, it's also his vice president, J.D. Vance. Okay, he's another one that with all the lies. And this is the stupid part. And and whoever's listening, please realize this. And if you're for Trump, just realize this. His vice president, J.D. Vance, he's talked so much shit about Donald Trump back in 2015. He tweeted it. It's out there. Back in 2015, he tweeted so much shit about Donald Trump saying, he is the modern day Hitler. He is not fit to be president. I don't support Donald Trump. And now fast forward to 2024, he agrees to be Donald Trump vice president. And then to me, the part that I don't understand is why would Donald Trump ask the person that hates Donald Trump to be his vice president? That part to me puzzles me. I don't understand. That's, to me, that's like if you own a business, if you own a bar, right? And one of the bartenders says, oh, well, fuck this place. This place is disgusting. This place is nasty. I suggest no one to eat at this place or have drinks at this place. This bar sucks. And then like 6 months later, the owner hires that bartender that talks shit about his business. Would y'all really do that? Would you say, oh, well, that's good for business? Or is that really bad for business? Would you trust that person? From the words of Stephanie McMahon, if you don't trust that person, then you should not be in business with them. Okay? And it's real simple. Seriously. Donald Trump over here got a hater for his vice president, okay? A hater. A dude to talk shit about him. But I guess Donald Trump is saying, well, I could be a man and put things aside and have this guy to be my vice president. All right. If you lose, let me see if he still be by your side or he just going to continue talking shit. I even thought to myself that maybe JD Vance, he's dared to fuck up Donald Trump campaign. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think he's really trying to fuck up Kamala's campaign, but I really think he's trying to fuck up Donald Trump campaign. And I cannot wait until, like I said, Tim Walz and JD Vance, Vance. Like I said, I don't give a shit about that guy because he's dumb himself, going on to the dumb side. But, and again, people might say, oh, well, you call Donald Trump dumb and everything. Look at the things that man was saying at the debate. Seriously, listen to and this is another thing too I want to allude before I forget. And a lot of people also too noticed it when I was watching the debate. I thought I was the only one. That man did not look at Kamala once. I watched the debate. It was about like an hour some change, and not once did he look at Kamala. Not once. But at the 9/11 memorial, he shook her hands. And big respect to Kamala. She was trying to meet Donald Trump in the middle, but Donald Trump went to his podium. She met Donald Trump at his podium and says, Vice President Kamala Harris. And then Donald Trump, he did not even introduce him. Okay. Oh, well, he doesn't need an introduction. It's professionalism. If I was going up against Kamala and she came up to me and says, Vice President Kamala Harris, let's enjoy this debate. Okay, I'm the Versa, and let's have fun. And and that's it. Professionalism. Say your name the way that she did and just say, okay, let's have fun. And then when she's talking, have eye contact with her. Have straight eye contact with her. All right. He did not even look at her once. Not once. And that just shows you of a man of Donald Trump, that he cannot even look at his own vice president in the eye. And some might say like, oh, because she's black, she's a female, she's black and a female. I don't know. But Kamala Harris, man, yo, she got all up in that motherfucker's ass. Even the part where, she goes like, and this former vice president, no way in hell. Nope. That's not what she said. What she really meant to say was like, this orange face motherfucker, former vice president, right? That's what she meant to say. But yo, she also alluded to about abortion. I thought that was pretty heavy on Donald Trump. They eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. I can hear Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my God, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. The neighbors over there from the immigrants, they're eating the dogs. I mean, the guy's a joke when it comes to politics. He's a joke. I mean, only like serious people, real common sense people know that this man is not fit for this job. I was listening to one lady. She raised her hand when she thought that Donald Trump did a good job. The guy asked her like, what did you think about the debate on Donald Trump? Like, what made you stand out to put your hands up? She said, well, when Donald Trump was president, inflation was at its best, and taxes was great. So I felt safe with Donald Trump. And and the part to me that I can't even fathom is, how can you just forget about COVID? how a lot of people lost their lives, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people lost their homes, and you feel safe around Donald Trump as president, our chief and ambassador, when we have Joe Biden, regardless that he stepped down because he couldn't go up against Donald Trump because he's going through situations himself, but he got us back in place. Donald Trump was the one that took the train right off the rails. Joe Biden put the train back on the rails, and now we're moving. We're moving. When Donald Trump was in office, when I had to go to Walmart, I had to wait in line while there's like 30 people inside the store, and we only had about 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes to shop in there so the next couple could get inside. Do y'all remember when Donald Trump was in office, where we had to wear those stupid masks and it was just messing up our whole shit up all here and whatnot? Like, oh, and do you also remember when Donald Trump was in office, we had to be guinea pigs and take the vaccine, and to the point where some of the vaccines is fully made in 5 years, 10 years. Oh, and do you guys also too want a chief and commander that advised his American citizens to use bleach, to take bleach for the COVID? And then Clorox had to come out, tweet that do not use our products for that. I just want all the people, and again, you could go out and vote for whoever you want, whoever you please. All I'm saying, it could be a guy named Joe Blow versus Kamala Harris. If Joe Blow has the best solution on how to make this country better, how to make women better, how to make men better, and how to make pets better so immigrants don't have to come to neighbors' homes and take their pets and throw duck sauce on the cats or ducks or ketchup on a hot dog. You know, like, you got to really think about this, guys. When you go into vote, you make sure that you taking the chance on voting on somebody that is going to lead this country to a better shape like it was for a long, long time ago. Even though Donald Trump did elude the Spanish flu back in 1918, 1917, and it lost about a good 2 million people, that was 1918, 1917. We up to 2024. And so we haven't had a big pandemic since that Spanish flu. And it's been 2020 since Donald Trump brought it back because he didn't know how to handle it. And also, too, I want to get as well on this part that Trump was saying about the whole January 6th. I think that's really important. Once again, he's dipping and dodging on it. He know that he incited that whole entire riot. And guess what? He is going to court for it, and he might be serving time for it. But you guys got to really think about who you want to be our commander-in-chief, who you want to be our leaders. I said this before on this podcast. This is about health and financial. Health and financial. This is what it's all about. Kamala Harris, health. Donald Trump, financial. And I understand most people rather go for the money because it gives them a lifestyle. But then you have some people that rather go for the health because of the longevity. So when you're in there to vote for the right person. Personally, me, I will vote for Kamala Harris. And I'm gonna make this statement right here so you guys can listen and see me very clearly when I say this, okay? It is not because that she is black, and it is not also because that she's a woman. She could be a white guy. All I know is that the things that she is saying, I'm all for it. Because it helps the people. I don't want to go through this whole COVID shit. I'm done with that. Finish. I like going outside, going to get my food without wearing a mask. And I like going out without worrying about, oh, I got to get a booster now. I can't even sit here without having a vaccine. So, you know, vote. Make the best change. And to me, Kamala is that perfect fit for this job. That's why she that's why she is Joe Biden's vice president. And also too, I didn't like the fact too, the guys the lady and the guy that was asking questions. I didn't like the fact when he's like, okay, President Trump, we gotta give Vice President Kamala a chance. Former vice president, okay? If it was Barack Obama, that's different. Call him President Obama. All right? Barack, you still my president, dude. You still my president, Barack. But anyway, but yeah. So go out there, vote for the right people. All right? And to all the immigrants as well, too, have fun in our country. Don't fuck it up. Don't go in no neighbors' yards and pick up their pets and start eating their dogs and cats and rats and snakes and alligators and kangaroos and giraffes and rhinos and alligators, tigers, lions, cheetahs, pumas. You name it. So, which is not true, as the guys say that, he checked on the state of Ohio and they have no evidence that there's immigrants eating neighbors' pets. So once again, Donald Trump doing his lies, trying to get his votes. Anyway. All right. So anyway, I want to get into some sports talk real fast. Okay. Some sports talk, ladies and gentlemen. I need to clear this up. All right. While I'm here on this show. So I did say that, I think that the Super Bowl is going to be in Las Vegas. It's going to be in New Orleans and next year, this next year's Super Bowl. So now I start to understand why JAYZ is getting flack that Lil Wayne is not being a headliner for this halftime show performance, and he picked Kendrick Lamar. So now I have to change my whole aspect on what I said on the previous episode. I still think Kendrick Lamar is a good fit, but if this is gonna be in New Orleans, JAYZ, I love you, bro. And this is a song called "It's Nasty," and everybody's saying that it symbolizes to you. But if you still have some sort of rap beef or some sort of beef with Lil Wayne, man, let that go, man. Just let that go, Jay. For real. Like, it's about business. Imagine Lil Wayne and then Lil Wayne have Master P, and then Lil Wayne brings out Birdman, and then Birdman brings out the Hot Boys, and then the Hot Boys brings out who else? Boozy too. Ain't Boozy from New Orleans, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't think I'm mistaken. I think Boozy from New Orleans, I think. But damn, Jay, I'm not hating on Jay for the decision he did. JAYZ is not a businessman. He's a business man. So I get it. It ain't like it's somebody that's just like, He got Kendrick Lamar. And right now, Kendrick Lamar is, he's hitting home runs. No disrespect to Wayne. Not saying Wayne's not hitting home runs. Wayne does hit home runs. But, I don't know. This could be a personal issue with Jay and Wayne. Remember, they had a beef. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Kendrick Lamar, like I said on a previous episode. Now, I did say this on a previous episode, that Kendrick Lamar might bring out Lil Wayne. It's a possibility. And then Lil Wayne will bring out whoever. The same way that 50 Cent was going to be at the halftime show. Now, I also heard, too, that JAYZ has something to do with that. And Eminem said, yo, we have to get 50. We got to get 50. And JAYZ wasn't like, I wasn't feeling that. And then Eminem was like, well, if 50 ain't doing it, then guess you lost me then. And then JAYZ was like, all right, fine, whatever, man. Bring him then, whatever. So, Jay, listen, you gotta look at things at business aspect instead of like just you still have some source of beef with them. I'm just saying if that's the case, I don't know if that's the case. I'm hearing that's some source of the case. I do know that you guys has a history, but if that is the case, my thing is, look, pull that shit aside, and if that Super Bowl is gonna be in New Orleans, yes, Lil Wayne should have been the headliner of the halftime show. That I will agree with. Now, as a businessman that Jay-Z is, I can say I do understand why he picked Kendrick Lamar then over Lil Wayne. It's just business sake, all right? Better sponsors, better advertisements. Who knows? Maybe Kendrick could probably put a explosive performance. Maybe Jay-Z saw the performance that he did at what was it? I think called Rock the House or something with he did like Not Like Us like 5 times. He performed it like 5 times. So I guess Jay saw that and was like, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty dope. Let's bring him in. But like I said, you guys will never know. He might bring out Lil Wayne. You just never know. Let's just see what happens, okay? But I do want to apologize for my mistake, all right? The Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans, okay? Not in Vegas. WrestleMania 41 will be in Las Vegas. So that I do know for sure, okay? So make sure you guys check them out, Super Bowl and WrestleMania. Of course, Super Bowl comes first and WrestleMania, so to all the wrestling fans. So again, Super Bowl, New Orleans, WrestleMania, Vegas, NBA Finals, Boston, and Nuggets. Boston and Nuggets. Probably. Anyway, let's see what happens. All right. So Jay-Z, squash your shit. Get Lil Wayne. Trust me, money will go up. Viewers will see. And Wayne could put on a high performance too. I said it on a previous episode. Wayne, Buster, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Kendrick. Like that right there. Boom. Boom. Knockout. So anyway, yeah. Super Bowl, New Orleans. My bad. All right. It does make sense to have Lil Wayne to headline it. So guys, I'm not even gonna hold up your time, but let's go ahead and wrap this up. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Versus final word. Versus final word is real simple and real easy. Once again, when you go up to vote, make sure that you're voting for the right leader for this country. All right. I know everybody have their differences. And I'm not gonna, bash or even debate on their decisions on who they want to be as the commander in chief. But I do want you guys to look at the statistics. Even if you look at Camala Harris, that she was a previous judge, she was doing her job, but then she stopped doing her job to get into politics to fix the community properly. Donald Trump is just using the community to get votes. One cares for people, the other one doesn't. Like I said, when it comes to Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, health, Donald Trump, financial. Which one is important? And also too, this is another point thing I want to get to as well, and I missed out on this one. Donald Trump doesn't even have a plan for health care. He's been saying it since 2015 that he has a plan. 2016, he was asked again about his Trump health care. He says, oh, well, we're working on it. Give us 3 weeks. 3 weeks comes by. He says, oh, we're still working on it. Give us 2 months. 2017, he says that he's still trying to work on a plan. 2019, he says that he's still working on a plan. Going on 2020, he says that he's still working on a plan. 4 years later, from 2024, he says that he has a concept of a health plan. A concept. of a health plan. That's like saying, you know, when you about to get into a relationship with a girl and a girl says, hey, maybe we should get into a relationship. Tell her like, oh, well, you know what? I have a concept of our relationship. Tell her that. And let's see how that goes. He doesn't have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't. He just wants to be president of the United States because the charges that he's going through. And I said this before and I'll say it again and I say it on anybody's podcast. All Donald Trump is doing is feeding his ego. That's all he's doing. And he's trying to get you guys to support him with his lies, his stupidity, and him being a vigilante. And like I said, but like when you go and vote, please make sure, just think about Donald Trump and then think about Kamala. All right. Think about Donald Trump out of those 4 years, how it affected a lot of people's lives. And think about Camala Harris as vice president out of 4 years, how it affects your guys' lives. Excuse me. And if you ask me, the versa, I'll say Camala Harris because she is a politician. And the best thing about it is that she got the right administrators on her side. Donald Trump, remember, towards the end of his term, he fired most of his administrators. And some of his administrators either got arrested, going to jail, snitched on a whole bunch of people. They're criminals too. So, I mean, just think about it, all right? When you go and vote, make sure you vote for the right leader that will help you in the future. All right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, man, I'm so late for my theme song. I'm gonna need you guys to help me out with my theme song. Okay, y'all need to remind me, like, Versa, I think you're getting close to ending the show, so get your theme song ready. Be good for assist. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for kicking it with the Versa on hashtag the Versa Show. And you should already know to do these 3 things. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, I really do thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I know it's a Thursday, and I just want to get this out my chest, because I know the debate was heavy. And also too, I was trying to get a few people here on early this morning. Well, when you guys see this, it's gonna be probably like the afternoon or the night, but just to get their take on it. And it's not over. Sunday and Monday, this Sunday coming, and Monday, let's see, because I have a photo shoot, but I'm gonna try to do my best to do a Monday show. If you guys want to get on the show and have your voice heard on the debate, on the vote, make sure that you DM me on my Instagram so I could give you guys the phone number and you could call in and listen. Some radio show will give you guys like 2-3 minutes. I give you guys a good 10 minutes, if so, to get your point across and what you feel is who is better to be our commander-in-chief for this country. All right? So, again, Instagram me, DM me, have your voice heard. It's just not about being on this show. It's also about having your voice heard so we could change the world. You feel me what I'm saying? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, man, that was passionate. I hope you guys call in, you feel me, so you can have your voice heard. Anyway, you guys enjoy your day or your night, however you're watching this, and I thank you for kicking it with the Versa, and you should already know what this is. It's the best podcast around, and I am the Versa. And I see you guys on another episode here on hashtag the Versa Show. And of course, I got to leave you with peace into the Middle East. Productions. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I thank you for watching the latest episode on #TheVersaShow. For more new episodes, you make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell for more new episodes. And if you have any questions to ask, to get my intake, my answer on this show, make sure that you add me on Instagram @TheVersa. And also too, can't forget to follow too, so press that button as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Until next time, #TheVersaShow, the best podcast around.